Yeah, my hair is a mess, I know. But hey, it's time to step on the scale to see how much weight we lost during this past 30 days. And I'm a bit nervous. I can't lie. I'm not quite sure how much I lost. So let's have a look. $85.7. It's still a few more kilos than I weighed last year after the diet, but then again, I lost a little more weight, 11.8, I think it was, kilos. So 800 grams. I lost more weight than I did last year. But then again, I also did have a high weight point when I started on the diet. I weighed 97.5 last year. I think I was weighing around 92 kilos when I started the diet. So yeah, I mean, progress has been made. Just wish there had been more. But then again, I think also a lot of it has been muscles for doing all them squats and other stuff. But I'm not sure about that. I'm no doctor. But fuck it. This weekend is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna get crazy with all the food and I cannot wait. And it's time to remeasure my waist. See if I've lost any centimeters around it. So let's check up on it. Like last time, I'll just wrap this around my stomach, shoot out my stomach as much as possible, so I get the most accurate measurement. So yeah, let's go do that. There we go. That seems. And there we have it. This is my new waistline. It still seems like quite a lot more than I wanted to, but hey. Let's see if it's smaller than it was 30 days ago. Let's check it out. There we go, 104.5 centimeters. That means I have lost around 12.5 centimeters around my waist, and that I'm pretty happy with. I'm still over 100, which I don't want to be. I don't want to be over 100 centimeters in my waist. That seems like a lot. But 12.5 centimeters lost. That's fucking awesome. I'm really happy with that. So yeah. It's Friday, I'm off from work, and I'm about to start on my cheat weekend. And I've been waiting so much for this. I am ready for this. I am ready to do all the naughty stuff. I started already this morning at work. I partook in lunch, which is like these buns, white bread. I hadn't had white bread since I started the diet, and with some Danish leverpostej, which is kind of like a rough pate, and a lot of other stuff, and I had cake. I ate a piece of Oreo cake and I had some other cake, and it was lovely. And I had a soda, and yeah, it has not been 30 days since I had a soda because I had a little mishap in my very first week of the diet that that was bad. But it's been 30 days without alcohol, and that for me is like the most important thing. And I did it 30 days without alcohol, and we're about to change that now. Oh, I miss that smell. This is my go-to beer, just an ordinary classic Tuborg in a bottle. I always prefer it in a bottle, and it's about to be my first sip of alcohol in a month. Wish me luck. That is amazing. It never gets tired. Holy crap. It's beautiful. I love this beer. It is so fucking beautiful. And that's not all. I have ordered a pizza from my favorite pizzeria in town, and I'm gonna pick that up in an hour or so for when it's ready. And I'm gonna have wine. I'm gonna have soda. I bought candy and chips and all kind of stuff. I'm gonna divide it out throughout the weekend, and I'm start slowly off today. And then tomorrow it's gonna be a frigging party. I'm not completely decided what I want on breakfast. For lunch, I'm going out to eat with a buddy, and I'm not quite sure where we're going. And after that, we are going for grab a few beers. And for dinner, I have planned something big, or at least big to me. And I can't wait. I'm really, really excited for that. But I'm gonna. Just holding it in my hand feels just so comforting. Comforting. That's a hard word. I'm sorry. I'm just bad at English. That is. But yeah, that's how it is. I'm gonna sit here, maybe have one more of these before I get down and pick up my pizza, and it is beautiful. I'll see you later. That was not a smooth pour, but then again, I am not a waiter. And there we have it, my first bottle of wine in a month. It is Hecula, something it's called. I mean, it's a cheap wine, but it's a wine that I love, so, and I'm a cheap date, so let's face it, and I used to drink like, I don't know, as back in the days I drank a lot of wine, but like, even when I'm not like drinking as much as I used to, I still drink around 3 to 4 bottles a week. So yeah, I drank a lot of wine, and now I am so excited to take part in it again. Oh boy, that is so good. And here we have it, my deep pan pizza from my favorite pizzeria. I always get it with gorgonzola, ham, kebab, and sausage. It's just awesome, and with just a tad bit of garlic sprinkled on top, and it's just perfect. I love this. It is like, the most crispy, nice bottom, and look at that slice. That is a thing of beauty. I love this. Really, really. This is the damn best pizza you can get in my town. Of all of the places I've tried, that is near me. I was so sad because the place is like the closest pizzeria to me, but it's of some off path, so I never seen it in all those years I lived here. And I tried a lot of other pizzerias in my closing area, and they are like, many of them are bad, straight up just bad. And then I didn't know that the best pizzeria in town was just like a fucking short 5-minute walk from my apartment. Not even, like maybe 3-4 minutes away from my apartment. And that is amazing. I'm not only having wine, I'm also having soda. Also a really big sin. I used to drink like, again, on average 6 to 8 liters a week of sodas, which is way too much of soda. And I'm drinking my favorite kind of soda, the Pepsi Twist. It's a Pepsi with a little twist of lemon, and you cannot buy these in Denmark anymore because there's some like added taste stuff that is like illegal in our country. So I have to get them from Germany whenever I want these. That is so great. And I am watching a movie while sitting here, and that is The Toxic Avenger. Yes, I saved that movie for now. I know I got it a while ago, but I wanted to save it for like a better moment. And the reason why the screen just got dark is because the light just dampened it because the screen just got dark. That's why. And yeah, it seems really interesting. I just watched like 2 minutes of it in the gym, and I just love it already. It's so weird. A lot of like scantily clad women and men. What's not to love? Anyways, I'm just gonna eat, enjoy my movie, enjoy my wine, and have a really nice time. Cheers. It is Saturday morning. It's a bit cloudy outside, and I've been up for about. I've been awake for a few hours, but mainly just been laying in my bed. Holy crap! I can feel the pizza. Like, I don't know. Usually I can eat a pizza like that and a bottle of wine with no problem, like the next day after. But I am so fucking full, and I'm also like, again, I could always drink at least one bottle of wine and not feel anything of it the day after. I'm not hungover or anything like that, but I'm like, I can feel I've been drinking. I'm really dry in my mouth, which I'm usually not. I don't know if I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because I haven't done it in a while and I can barely recognize the feeling anymore. But yeah. Anyways, I'm about to make me some breakfast, some cheat day breakfast. I'm gonna go easy today since I'm not that hungry right now. So I bought some cereal, some of my favorite honey oats, something like that. It's called honey bees. It's an off-brand of a more popular cereal, but it tastes so similar. I don't want to spend the extra money to get the branded version. And yeah, I'm just gonna grab a bowl of that and go back into bed and watch some Star Trek, cause I'm a nerd. Awesome sugar-coated naughty stuff. I love this. First beer of the day. Still love it. And here we are. I am back again. I was out with a friend. We walked around the town, and originally we had planned to go and do some shopping, but all the stores we wanted to look at had closed, so we ended up just grabbing a snack, a churros with some soft ice, which was fucking lovely. Then we walked around some more. We wanted to find a place where we could sit and eat. We couldn't really agree on anything, so we walked around everywhere, filled with people, like just filled with people everywhere. I don't think all the restaurants we looked at today were like completely going by the amount of people they were allowed to serve, but we were in somewhere where they were fucking tightly packed. I cannot believe it. I don't think they were allowed to do that. But anyways, we picked a burger joint. It was a pretty decent burger. Not the best, not the worst. It was fine. And yeah, then when we were done with that, we walked home. And my buddy, he actually had a present for me. Mario and Luigi Partners in Times. This is a game that he bought. We were in one of those like used stores. Like, it's kind of like a flea market where people rent a stand and sell stuff from. And he found this, and I was like, no, I wanted that. And he bought it. But he has realized that he's not really playing it, so he might as well give it to me. And I was like, oh, thank you, friend. So that's awesome. I'm really happy to have this. And yeah. So thank you to my friend. Other than that, I also picked up a package. I bought some movies online. And first movie I bought was Wish Upon, which I heard should be like the new So Bad It's Good horror movie. Kind of like in the same vein of, I don't know, I heard some say it's the Room of horror movies. But I'm not sure. It's from the director of Annabelle, so I know it's gonna be shit, because Annabelle was a pretty shitty movie. So I've been wanting to watch this for a long time, but now's finally the time. I also picked up, whoopsie, the two newest Terminator movie, Genesis and the Dark Fate, it's called. And that's because I have not watched any of these two. And I own all the 4 other Terminator movies. And I just, again, people say they are bad. But I'm willing to give it a chance and just like, I don't know, go with it. See if it's bad. Could use some mindless action. Also bought Underworld, the collection. 5 movies for one. I'm not a huge fan of the Underworld series. But I feel like it's kind of like the Resident Evil movies. They are a guilty pleasure of sorts. And I didn't even know there were 5. I know there were like 3. But I didn't know there was 5. So I'm interested to see how the 4 or 5, what those are about. And lastly, we got the movie that I'm most excited for. Castle Freak. This is like, what's the name of Stuart Gordon and Jeffrey Combs together again in a movie where I think Jeffrey Combs inherits a castle. And on the castle there's this like freak, as you can see on the cover, who walks around and kills people with chains. And it looks so far awesome, the few scenes I've seen online. And I think I'm gonna watch that tonight. So that's gonna be awesome. And for now I'm just chilling. It's gotten very dark and cold outside, and I've been needing a nap almost. No, I can't sleep now. I'm gonna just have a few more sips of my beer. And then I'm gonna, I don't know, play a game or something. I got all day. Oh, that sounds lovely. This is my pork roast. Holy crap. That is some crispy ass skin. It is a little burnt in the edges and on the top. In the middle it's also a little dark, but I think that's still gonna taste fine. This is probably gonna be a bit burnt taste, but anyways, I don't usually make it like this way. I just did, so it was a kind of a test, and I still think it's gonna be awesome. And yeah, my oven is also kind of shitty, so not really sure what to do. Anyways, I think this is still gonna be very much awesome. So I'm gonna first remove the bones on the back right here. I let them stay in because usually they add a lot of flavor. And I think maybe I can just slightly down here. I can easily pick it up, hopefully. And there we go. No big problem. A little bit of meat for testing. Alright, let's use a serrated knife just to trim this off. That is some juicy meat. It's pink because I used a curing salt, so that's going to add some pink color. It seems cooked, so yeah. As you can also see, if you look very close, I don't know if you picked up on camera, the gray line here in the middle, which is where the salt didn't penetrate. So yeah, it is definitely cooked. And there we have a slice. Let's just oh. Another day, another bottle of wine. And tonight's dish, I went all out on a pork roast. Usually the Asian have this pork belly, or the Asian, that sounded kinda not right. But a lot of Asian cuisine, they have this pork belly roast where they get the skin super crispy. And this is like, it's a pork roast also. And again, I'm not quite sure how the, in English, with the cuts are like, because we call the entire, pretty much the entire thing, a breast, pork breast, and then we have something we call sled, which is I think what you call the pork belly. But also, I mean, sometimes when I see people talk about pork belly, it looks like they're using cuts from way upper side the pig. So I'm not quite sure about the English names of the cuts of meat. I'm sorry. But anyways, I used a more upper side cut because they are more meaty, and I want some meaty and get some crispy skin on it. And I made two dishes. I made a classical Danish pork roast sandwich because I've been craving something like this. This is, now it's brioche bun. Normally it's just the cheapest burger buns you can find. And then it's sandwich mayo, some pickled red cabbage, the pork, some pickled cucumbers, and just the top bun with a bit more of that sandwich mayo. And I also made a little, just for tasting the pork itself, a little more Asian inspired with a dipping sauce. And oh boy, let's try this out. I did nibble a bit of it while I was cutting it off, and I think I maybe should have taken up a little earlier from the brine. It is a tad bit on the salty side, but let's give it a go. Let's start with this over here, and that is good. Try and listen to this. I have some good crispy skin. I love it. And yeah, it's a tad bit on the salty side. Oh well. Should have taken it up or take it up earlier or make a weaker brine. But oh well. We have a remedy for salty food. And it's called wine. That is good. I was also afraid because an hour and a half of total cooking time is what I gave it, because that's what the recipes online call for, and that's also what you usually give a pork roast like this, an hour and a half around the either 180 or 200 depending on your oven settings or oven, I guess. I don't know. I don't care. And I was afraid when it's wrapped in tinfoil for the hour that the meat was not going to be cooked like properly and not be super tender. I've had it more tender than this, but it's still tender and nice and not as chewy as I was expecting. But let's get to the roast sandwich. These are just brioche bun, not with sesame seed baked on. I just sprinkle it with a bit of oil and then the sesame seeds. So they're coming off left and right. It's a mess. But anyways, let's have a bite of this sandwich. Oh. That is a messy sandwich. But it tastes awesome. I'm just gonna clean myself up. My body's still getting used to drinking sodas. All the sodas I had these last couple of days, they are fighting me and giving me gas. So I'm sorry about that. And yeah, it tastes awesome. The pork belly is fucking awesome. And yeah, I'm just gonna sit, drink my wine, and I'm gonna turn off all the lights, and then I'm gonna watch Castle Freak. I was really excited to watch that movie, so that's what I'm gonna watch. And I'm gonna get really fat and naughty. Oh. Here we go. It's a beautiful, it's a rainy Sunday. And yeah, last night the dinner was awesome. I couldn't eat everything. I saved one of the pork roast sandwiches and I'm gonna have that for lunch today. And yeah, originally I planned to make a dessert also yesterday, a waffle thing. But I just couldn't. I got so tired. I couldn't even finish my wine. I didn't even watch the ending of the Castle Freak movie. I was sleeping at that time. And yeah, I couldn't eat anything more. So I saved the dessert for today. And I was planning to do this waffle thing, and I made a little extra waffle batter. So I'm gonna eat some waffles for breakfast today. So I'm excited for that. And we made waffles. I mean, they smell lovely. Unfortunately, I forgot to buy strawberry jam, which is like how we usually in Denmark eat waffles with a lot of strawberry jam and some sugar. I'm not sure if how to eat it, in the other part of the world, but oh well. I need to clean this. I can see when the light in the camera. That's pretty disgusting, honestly. But I got some Nutella. So yeah, woe is me. I have to go with Nutella instead. Just put a dab of that on. Not too much. And just a little waffle sandwich. Nice. That's how I want a waffle. Crispy on the outside and just fluffy goodness in the middle. And Nutella. I'm gonna eat my breakfast. And I'm gonna love it. Today I'm having leftovers of yesterday's pork roast. I just fried it off on a pan, and this time I served it with some spring onions that I just grilled. So it's similar to the small dish I made yesterday. I made this small portion on purpose because I want to have room for dessert tonight. Tonight I'm having that dessert I planned yesterday. That I fell asleep on the couch, and yeah, I couldn't stay awake, and I was so full. And I'm also drinking the leftover wines from yesterday's, which is usually I never leave leftover wine. So yeah, I have like half a bottle of wine that I can drink, and I'm having like something else to drink with my dessert. So yeah, still good today. Let's try out the pork roast. I just pan fried it this day, and let's use a dipping sauce similar to the one that I made yesterday. Still tastes awesome. The skin not as crispy as it was yesterday, but oh well. But I didn't expect it to be that. Still, it's crispy, but not as crispy as yesterday. And let's try out some of the fried spring. I just fried it off in the pan where I fried the pork, so it should have some nice porky juice flavor. Whoops. That is pretty decent. And some parts of the pork skin is still really super crispy, which is awesome. An awesome small meal before an epic dessert. Tonight I'm watching the new movie on Netflix, Cadaver, I think it's called. Cadaver. Yeah, that one with I think there's cannibals in it, but I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna watch it and see what the fuck it's about, and enjoy my dinner. Jesus Christ. This is a monstrosity. And why am I doing this to myself? Oh boy. At least I got some port to wash it down with. I know it's a whiskey glass. I don't have any port glasses. So I do with what I have. That is nice. It's like literally the cheapest port I could find. But still, let's move everything just a tad bit closer. So don't spill this down. So I know the what do you call it? With the sprayer. I can't remember what that thing is called. I know the pattern isn't that great. I kinda fucked that up a bit, but oh well. I think I did the burns pretty alright. I think it looks pretty decent without being like having a burned seriously, but have a nice golden color. The bottom is a waffle from this morning that I saved for this. And yeah, there is a strawberry ice cream and a banana splint ice cream in it, or banana ice. And let's try this fucking thing. Let's just a piece of the bottom with just the waffle and the meringue. See if I can. The waffles have got a little tough in it, but oh well. That is so disgustingly sticky, and the layer of the meringue is a little thicker than I thought it would be. And let me see if I can cut into it so you can see. There we have the ice cream itself, a little too thick layer of meringue, but oh well. Let's try a taste of the ice cream. It's super naughty. It's a baked Alaska inspired thing, and it is so disgusting. I wanted to make this yesterday, just didn't have the time or room in my stomach to do this. It tastes great. I love fucking meringue. But the waffle in the bottom, maybe I should have microwaved it a bit, but I was afraid to like put a hot waffle under it because the waffle has gotten a little tough. Usually use a cake button thingy, and I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to use a waffle because I thought that was going to be a bit different, but it's a little hard to cut through. And I went just a tad bit hard on the meringue, but the ice cream itself is lovely. And the meringue tastes good. Holy crap! This is a nasty ass meal, but I'm gonna enjoy this so much. Just a pure monstrosity. And that was it for this year's diet. Holy crap. These past 30 days, they have been hard, they have been fun, they have also been exhausting. I mean, last year was something. The workout wasn't that hard, but I think the diet itself, following the recipes, was a bit harder and more limiting to what I could make. But this year I had a lot more fun with the cooking, at least with the pescatarian diet. The cabbage soup diet was god awful. I'll probably never do that again. But yeah, I really enjoyed this video, or this year's diet video. I'm probably not gonna keep the weight, because let's be honest, I love food too much. But then again, there are a lot of other health video games there for me to try. So let's see what I'm gonna do next year, because I'm probably gonna be fat again by next year. And that's something I'm gonna face. But oh well, maybe I will surprise us all and try and stay thin, or maybe even lose more weight. I have a goal weight in my mind, I'm still far off from that. But maybe I'm gonna get there someday. Let's hope. And with that, I don't think there's much else to say than whether you're fat or skinny or whatever, just try and be happy. Surround yourself with people you love and just go out and be happy. This corona times, it's like dark and depressing enough as it is. So yeah, just
be happy. Try and be healthy, but also, most importantly, just try and be happy. So yeah, and with that, I think I'm just gonna say, if you've been sticking through the bad English, you're a real hero. Thanks for watching, and take care.